And in this tutorial, we'll be crafting this absolute banger of a bass line that's Skrillex inspired, garage inspired, and it sounds like this. No external effects, nothing, it's all just inside Serum 2. So with that being said, let's crack into it. All of these oscillators will be using the default shapes just off the bat with Serum, so let's just load them in. And first one will be that weird shape, second one will be sine, and third one will be square. With the phases, all of them is going to be back to 0, no randomization, and then we can dial them in. First one will be around 240 something. Second one will leave, and third one will be around 44. I'll go up a couple of octaves on the keyboard, and then so I can pitch this down -2 octaves, also -2 octaves. We'll be messing with the semitones, and the third one will be left as is. Actually, we can switch the third one off. It's just going to be an FM source, so that's going to sound good. Speaking of FM, let's dial that in now. FM from C on the second one, and then we'll have that dialed in at around 28%. Os A is going to be our kind of sub, Os B is going to be our metallic ringy sound that just fans out the sound even more, and Os C is obviously the FM source, so we don't want that interfering with the bass, so we'll load in a high pass filter. So you can hear what that's doing. Just killing the sub bass, which is nice because we want the sub bass for Os A. Noise, got to have noise, and load up color, white noise. This is going to be massively wide as well. A little bit of filter, don't want too much bass. Filter section, I'm going to be using both filters. I'm so glad Serum 2 comes with 2 filters. Long overdue feature with Serum 1. So first filter is going to be one of the new ones. EMS ladder. A, B, and noise. Pretty much everything's going through this. Bougie low pass filter. Cutoff will be super low, around 85 Hz. Resonance, quite strong. Sub's coming through now. Little bit of drive. And mix will play an important part. We'll drop this down to like 85%. And so when we move this, introduces a bit more harmonics on the lower end. So yeah, we can manipulate that a lot more. Right, let's get into some LFO mapping. First one will dictate the kind of volumes across this. So we want kind of like a thonk shape. Map this to the level of Os A. And Os B, we'll turn that down. Just have that a little bit coming through. We can still hear the noise, so we'll crank that down as well. Kind of a nice sound already. You can go ahead and save that if you want. Anyways, we're going to drop this right down to half. And we're also going to map this to the second LFO. So, mod source, LFO, LFO2. Lovely, over 2 bars. So I'm holding shift, which creates these very sharp horizontal lines right here. My bad, 1 bar, not 2. And then second one here, still holding shift. Create these lines. And then try to get the right pattern. Holding shift. And then last one. So it's kind of pulsy, it's like slow, fast, etc, etc. Third LFO, I want some movement on this cut off right here, back to 85 Hz. This is going to be kind of like a very long pronounced weird hill like that. So drag this onto cut off to 825. So you can hear how that's shaping the sound. I like it when the resonance is hitting that sweet spot, so I'm going to kind of leave it around there. Nice. LFO4, we're going to have kind of movement that's repeating every quarter note on the second oscillator. So we just want like a pitch envelope just to descend all the time. So click, hold, drag onto semitones. We don't want that both ways, so matrix, LFO4 to semi, one way please. So you can need to get this a little bit louder. Just a little bit of subtle movement there. And we will be using LFO 5 as well, but we need to dial in the effects first, so let's get cracking into that. The fun part. Very straightforward, 3 effects, distortion, tube, leave as is, and then just crank the drive around that sweet spot. Second one is going to be compressor, multiband, aka OTT, which is sounding thicker, but it's killing our sub bass, so we're just going to crank that up again. And third one is an EQ. I'm just going to introduce a notch with this bell peak. Around negative 14-ish frequency. So if you can hear what that's doing to the sound, just scooping out a bit of that mid-range, I found the sweet spot to be like around 500. And LFO 5 would just be a bit of movement, so we'll throw that on the gain. Mono, legato, yeah boy. And for this instance, we're going to also use 12 semitones up, 12 semitones down for pitch bend. I changed my mind about the sub bass, it's a bit too much. Now we can go ahead and tweak some stuff. Oh my god, I forgot about filter 2. Damn! The metallic resonance, far out. Filter 2, it's like, why isn't this sounding quite right? Filter 2 is going to be flanges, a flange plus. Cut off around 420-ish. High resonance, 47. Lots of drive. And then a little bit of a mix. So around 40%. And this will be going from B. And then a metallic-y kind of mid-range comes through now. And if you don't like the metallic-y sound, you just switch up the cutoff. Oh. And then just copy the MIDI. Easy. So you'll see these pitch differences. Up and down. And that. Last thing. Depends how much metallic sound you want. That is that. Full breakdown on this coming soon, to be fair. Very soon.